this week, November 13th, 20, it's crucial for our financial future. And not only because probably politicians are using this time now to make huge geopolitical decisions over resources, economy, digital currency, behind the scenes. So with Scorpio season, we cannot see what is actually happening. Maybe we're gonna see the results in April next year. But also on the individual level, your decisions taken this week can really bring a huge result next year in April. I will explain you everything, but first of all, my name is Jolanta. I am the person behind the Soulite Space Astrology. I work as astrologer, so you can book a reading with me if you want me to look at your transits or natal chart and help you in your life with astrology. You can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook. You can follow me here, so if you like my videos, please like and subscribe to my channel, comment on the video and help me to spread the message and reach more people if you like what I do. You can also invite me for a cup of tea. I always drink tea during my videos and when I write posts for you. So if you want to support me, just use the donation button down below. All links to me are in the description box. So welcome and let's continue. So this week is so important because the financial axis was already activated by the final eclipse in Taurus on October 28th, which ended the 2-year cycle of transforming our approach to stability, money, economy, investments. The energy together with Uranus in Taurus was trying to teach us to open up, to change, to leave the comfort zone, to try something new. And all of that was related to our values, self-worth, to our natural talents with Taurus, to our financial energy, to our abundance mindset, to our material possessions. You can think about Taurus with the sentence of I have, what I have, resources, food as well. So this energy was very transformative during the last 2 years with karmic eclipses. You could go through some shakeups, endings, changes in the sector. And now this energy is over. Now we're supposed to take action on ourselves based on what we have learned with those eclipses. That could be a journey of loss as well, gain and loss. You could see what is not working for you, what is working indeed. So use all the information, use all those redirections that those eclipses provide to you in 2022 and 2023 with Scorpio Taurus eclipses. And now we had the new moon in Scorpio on November 13th, the first new moon without this eclipse influence, although it happened just 2 weeks after the eclipse season, so we are still kind of like feeling the intensity and we are feeling the seriousness of this transit, that this is something really big. And this new moon in Scorpio will give results in terms of fruits, because with new moon we are planting seeds, and then with the full moon we see results as fruits, just like in the garden. So we can see those fruits in April, exactly April 23 next year. That will be the full moon, new moon in Scorpio, full moon in Scorpio next year in April. So we have 6 months of taking care of those seeds, whatever we plant now. So I would truly try to focus on what I actually want to achieve. I would try to think about this week. What is my goal? What is my financial dream? What is my perfect scenario that I can imagine for myself? Focus on this I have. What you want to have. What is your true value? It doesn't have to be money. It can be something else. All that is valuable for you. It can be freedom. It can be being able to work according to your values and using your natural talents to do your work. Money is not the only important thing at work. Your values can be related to, for example, the company that you have at work, or surroundings, or maybe specific country or culture where you would like to work. Your own way of earning money, or your own way of creating stability, your own way of creating peace in life. That's Taurus values. And now with new moon in Scorpio, which was having this energy also of releasing something before you can start anew. There was some sort of emotional purging happening on this new moon. We had to let something go, some old attachments, maybe attachments to old ways of earning money, old job, old lifestyle, your old working place. I'm talking a lot about money here because I can see that this energy is very much in use right now in politics, and economy, finances will definitely go through huge shake-up soon and for the next year as well, and years. So that's why I try to also set some focus on this topic, because I see that people are all the time being disturbed by diseases, wars, catastrophes, horrible news. Many of those news are not even verified, and they can be false, and they only spread fear without giving you the chance to truly focus on what actually is important: our stability, our peace, access to resources, access to food, those things that help you to survive. So I would try to focus on that by myself, try to research the financial situation in the world, what is actually worth to invest in right now, what kind of future jobs are worth to focus on. Maybe you can start to change your qualification, maybe learning something new. Maybe you can open up to this chat, GPT, and all that artificial intelligence is coming with. Open more up to the future, because we are having not only the new moon in Scorpio energy, planting new seeds, starting something new, new beginning in finances, which will be seen as results next year in April, but we are also having Uranus opposite Mars this week, and it's happening at the 21st degree Taurus Scorpio. 21st degree Taurus, it's a very important degree, because 6 months from now, again April 20, very close to this full moon in Scorpio, we're gonna have conjunction of Jupiter with Uranus. Jupiter makes things very big, and Uranus change everything like 180 degree. All is turned around. It's a shocking, surprising change, a revolution. Also, it's connected to innovation, modern ways of doing things, futuristic ways, authentic ways as well, because it's Aquarius energy, Uranus, right? So it's supposed to be something aligned with you, with who you truly are, with your unique talents, especially in Taurus, which rules natural talent. So it's all very much aligned with basically creating your stability based on what you truly love to do, what is your true authentic talent, how you can also contribute to the society with your talents, and at the same time build some financial safety for yourself. You can combine both things together, right? So pay attention to what this Mars Uranus is now doing in your life this week, what kind of new ideas you are having, what kind of new goals are emerging, and use also November 17th, 18th, Mars CAZIMI in Scorpio. This is the Mars meeting Sun. I have a video about that, a video a part of this one, so you can find the link in the description box after you watch this video, and you can focus on Mars CAZIMI. So this Mars CAZIMI is like a willpower energy. You set your goal and you just go towards this goal, and nothing else matters. And this Mars CAZIMI is opening up a new 2-year cycle of Mars in Scorpio. So for the next 2 years, the energy of Mars in Scorpio will be like the dominant energy in the global actions. So again, those resources, underground resources, Scorpio, gas, for example, also financial system in general, taxes, debt, all those things, they will be have a very big energy, and you will see that politicians and people, random people, people will be very much focused on what Scorpio represents in financial sector. So this axis Taurus Scorpio, after 2 years of eclipses, keeps being with us, but in a different way. Now our actions are more, it's not about fate anymore, like with eclipses. Now you need to go and get the stuff done with your own action, with your own focus and efforts. That's why I would try to use this week to truly become clear about what I want to detach myself from, what is not serving in my life in terms of me building stability, financial security, and peaceful life. And also I will try to set myself some new goals, like where I want to be in 6 months from now, with this Jupiter-Uranus big conjunction making this Taurus energy huge. So whatever you do with your Taurus-Scorpio axis those next few months, it will grow to the max. Now the question is, what will be your choice? Because you might make the good choice and be then kind of like rewarded with wealth next year, or you might miss the opportunity because you will not learn about finances on time, you will not follow what is actually happening, what trends in the market are happening. It's worth to observe geopolitics, it's worth to observe financial experts. I would truly focus my energy there, because I do see a big opportunity for a huge sudden wealth for some of you next year in April. It depends where is that in your chart as well. But really don't miss the opportunity. Don't let the media distract you with things that you cannot change anyway. Try to focus on what you can control, and you can control how your financial sector looks like with your decisions made this week and next week's. But I would use really this week, because next week doesn't look good. So really, this is our time to truly find our new path. If you've been thinking about some innovation, changes, transformation, if you wanted to go against the grain, if you wanted to break up with traditional way of making money, if you want to be more rebellious, revolutionary, and you just want to do things on your own, maybe you want to make your own business, then use this time, because this big degree, 21 degree Taurus next year, it's gonna be a big thing, really big thing. Also, I would add for you that I'm just checking out my notes if I told you everything. Yeah, maybe final thing, that this Mars CAZIMI 25 degree, it's sextile Pluto. So at the same time, I think like our politicians, because Pluto in Capricorn is the power of corporations, institutions, politicians, governments. So I think like they can also use this Mars CAZIMI November 17th. That's at 25 degrees sextile Pluto. So that creates some opportunity for people in power, and that's why I feel like they can manipulate a lot the financial sector. They could even create a artificial conflict, which is possible, because they already made such a debt for our countries that they don't know how to escape from it. So maybe they would just create a crisis artificially, and then they will provide solution. And solution can be, for example, CBDC. It can be this basic income, digitalization of our world, of our ID, of everything in our life. So we need to be also careful what they are going to do with that. And also remember that they do manipulate a lot the price of, for example, Bitcoin. They, there's all the time some sort of manipulation to make people first buy and then make people be scared and sell it out. So then the price is down and they can buy it for a cheaper price. This is how it works in a cryptocurrency world. And also maybe this is something that you would be interested in to have a look. Anything that it's new, that it's innovative, that it's different than it used to be in the past, it's represented by Uranus in Taurus, being now at 21 degree, and Mars opposing this energy. Now a lot of big changes are happening behind the scenes with Mars in Scorpio opposite this Uranus in Taurus. So we don't know exactly what will gonna happen. They know. They already decided, or they are going to decide this week what will gonna happen with our resources, food prices, inflation, with financial sector, with banking, and then the result will be seen next year in April, as I mentioned. But those things we cannot control that much. It's good to be aware of this, but try to use the situation for your own private, solution, opportunity. Go towards freedom, that's for sure. Uranus in Taurus, that's the solution here. And try to be as independent and autonomous and kind of like out of the system as you can be. So I will try to find some independent alternative sources of money, of income, of food as well. Maybe having your own garden and planting your own veggies and fruits. Because interesting times are coming. I already made a video about full moon in Gemini, where I'm talking about the digital ID, which is planned to be incorporated until 2025 in 50 countries. And I see the chart here from 2028, November 14th, 2028. I see that there is, I told you Taurus means I have. And in 2028, we're going to have Saturn and Chiron conjunction in Taurus. That's it. Now we have Jupiter and Uranus. Jupiter brings wealth, it brings blessing and growth, or just makes things big. Whatever Jupiter finds in your Taurus house, it makes it big. And Uranus brings innovation and future and new modern ways, changes, autonomy. Saturn, restrictions, limitations, regulations from the government, some control, some rules, and it shrinks the energy of I have. And Chiron brings pain and wounds, so it is possible that this energy can be connected to this famous sentence, you will own nothing and you will be happy. I see owning nothing and I don't see happiness, I see pain. So guys, it's really time to wake up to what is happening in the world. It's really time to read about Agenda 2030. It's really time to read about what our politicians are doing now. Set your focus on important things. Because if you will own nothing, I'm not sure if you're gonna be happy. And if you're gonna spend all your day scrolling social media, fighting in comments and watching memes, I'm not sure if this will be helpful in the situation. I feel like we are really running out of time, and this is the time to wake up as many people as possible. So focus on that. If you want to survive those times, do good decisions right now about your financial energy, about your job possessions, what you have, what you value, what brings you peace and stability. It's a time for big investments, for those of you who are doing that, making right decisions and seeing the fruits of your investments in a big way in April next year. What will gonna grow and what will gonna collapse, I don't know exactly. I have my feelings, but I cannot share that because this is not my area of advising. I am not an expert. I do my own decisions, and you can guys also use knowledge that it's available in the internet about economy, and you can choose yourself what you think that will be growing and what you think it's not worth to have anymore because it's losing value. Observe what is happening in the market. I definitely, this I can advise you that it's always worth to have some extra food that is like a long term, that the expire date is not so short, because food prices probably will grow a lot. That's what I think. But again, do your own research and try to make your own decisions by yourself. It's also worth to observe what is happening in the Middle East right now, what kind of decisions are being done there, what is the true reason of this thing. Like I already shared that there is a hidden gas in the sea close to Palestine, and it cost a lot of money. And you know, it's every war is about money and resources. Don't let them fool you. This ideological presentation of the problem is always just for the masses, and the true reason of conflicts is because few very huge wealthy people in this world, they want to have even more than they already have, and they want to have more domination and control. Pluto in Capricorn, it's gonna be at the final degree 29 in the end of December and in January, so we're gonna see like the heaviest energy of those people that already are in power. They won't have to even more power. They will try to control financial system. They will try to manipulate that. They will try to manipulate us and our minds to reach their goals. So don't let them fool you. Focus on your own wealth. And I feel like people who will choose this alternative path out of the system, they will try to find some ways to have their own food, their own place to stay. They probably will win. So-called preppers that everybody was laughing at in the past, but I feel like people who think in advance and they think about the future, and I am still telling you now that 2028, the Saturn and Chiron in Taurus, it's not a nice story, and it's also squared by Pluto in Aquarius to the degree that exactly 5 years from now when I'm talking 2028. So also this probably this digital control from Pluto in Aquarius squaring this Saturn in Taurus. Taurus is also body, and Aquarius, digitalization, those things that people were laughing about, this digital, like a chip that you have in the body and you can pay with it. But it can also be like a very big issue in terms of losing privacy and controlling humanity through that. A lot of things are coming into my mind, and remember, that's just the interpretation of symbols. We don't know how this will end up. Every energy could end up in a beautiful way, but I'm just looking at our leaders with skeptical eye, and I don't really feel like they want to make things in our favor. They want to make things in their favor, and governments always have the biggest power when humanity is controlled, and when they are not so wealthy, when people are not so independent economically speaking. So I would try to start implementing my steps towards building my wealth for the future, somehow saving money, investing. Don't overspend. Try to use those good times that we are having now with Jupiter in Taurus. Is still a good energy. Try to make those changes. Try to use this growth of April to invest in something that will bring you bigger results. Try to really focus on that. That's my advice for you. Use this as a helpful warning, not scaring warning, because you can prevent many troubles in your life knowing what might be coming. So that's all for you for now. So have a good week. Stay open to changes and work with this Uranus-Mars energy. Remember that we can be like very restless, and we might be like maybe feeling like something is boiling up, cooking, right? But try to slow down, take a deep breath, and just jump into the internet. Try to read slowly about financial world, what is actually going on there if you don't know much, and step by step try to choose your choices. It's a good time to for the diversification of your wallet. I would not keep my all that I have, my resources in just one version. Try to have different versions of values, and not just money on your bank account, because with tendencies I am observing for the banking system, and with this Uranus being here, digital money, probably CBDC, Uranus in Taurus is heading towards that. So this physical money that you have in the bank account can, I don't know when exactly, who knows, maybe April 20, it's gonna be a big day for some big news around that, but It can definitely be, but I feel like it still takes some time. It cannot happen just like that. So we still have some time to reflect over the fact that the old system is dying, the new system is coming for sure. It's gonna be digital, it's gonna be futuristic and new and modern. So whatever was working until now, this traditional system, this will collapse. Astrology is clear about that. And we can also see that from 2020, that this system is slowly dying in front of our eyes. That's why it's so stressful for so many people, because suddenly we need to adapt to something totally new and we don't really know what is the new yet. But let's hope for the best. I hope this video will help many of you to use this week and maybe even buy for yourself some sort of consultation with some financial advisor to really keep your resources in a safe way. So thank you for now and have a good week.